So, by way of explanation, first of all, VEDA means, I'm sorry about the cat, she didn't like the door being shut. VEDA means vlog every day in April or August. And I saw that and went, yeah, that's really cute. I don't vlog. But then I also was poking around in forums, and I saw one question specifically directed toward people with avoidant personality disorder who are parents and have children, and very specifically, how do they deal with the social aspects of it and schooling and everything else. And I thought, okay, well that's a really good topic for a video, especially because I don't think it's gotten much response. Because, you know, I get it. Parenting when you're avoidant, it's not as common, I think, as the general population. I have talked to people who have avoidant personality disorder and are parents and in different situations than I'm in. And so they're there. It's possible to find them. And there's, I mean, it really is different from normal parenting from as much as I can tell. So I was going to just do a quick response, and then I realized I couldn't really do a quick response. And then I thought about it more, and I realized that I think I do actually have a month's worth of responses to that one question about what's it like to parent when you have avoidant personality disorder, and how to cope with all the things you have to do, like normal parenting stuff, when it's very difficult to interact with other people, and you basically don't have a social circle to fall back on and get support from. So I've decided to try to do a VEDA, a very specific one, a series on parenting for people with avoidant personality disorder. Now, I don't know that anybody else has ever seen them, but I've been getting hammered lately on what I've been putting up, that people think that I'm not an expert and I don't have a right to talk about this kind of stuff. So here's the disclaimer. I'm not a parenting expert, and when it comes down to it, I'm definitely not, like, as far as degrees, etc. are concerned, an expert on even avoidant personality disorder. I know my life, and I've talked to lots of people with it, I mean, comparatively, more than people who claim to be experts. I've talked to people with avoidant personality disorder than they have. The ones who have the degrees to back up what they're supposedly saying. So I have a minor clue, to say the least. I do not have any educational background to back this up. And the other thing is, I understand this is very niche. And I also understand there are some people that could very well be triggered by this because they wish that they could have children of their own, and they aren't able to because of the avoidant personality disorder. And I really, really get that, because I have one son who is 16 years old. He is a junior in high school. He is autistic. I definitely would have had another one, and I was not able to have a relationship and baby at the same time. And that's the kind of thing that I will be talking about in this series, is how difficult it is to try to conform, and the different type of pressures that you get, because, you know, it's one thing if you blow off the town shebang or whatever, you know, and stay home and kind of sucks and you kind of wish you went. It's another thing if, because you're doing that, you are keeping your child from experiencing something, and that is really hard to deal with. And I had I've had to deal with that for 16 years. It is incredibly difficult to deal with my son's people, and I talked about that before. And I know that I'll probably get hammered for that too, for saying that. How dare I say that? But it's the truth. It's not my kid, even though he's not perfect. I like him a lot. But the people that he comes with, yeah, they're killing me. So I really, really can understand the question that was posed and how much it is needed to be answered. And to not just glaze over and give you a quick couple of sentences. So I'm really sorry if this is not your cup of tea, but that's fine. It doesn't have to be. You can watch other videos, like I've said. And it's not normal parenting advice either, that is for sure. This is more how to cope for somebody that has avoidant personality disorder when, in this case, you are forced to interact with society for your child, because it's insanely hard, but it's also doable. Like I said, my kid is 16 years old and I've gotten this far, and I know other people who have also had some incredibly difficult journeys with their children, and they got as far as they are now, and they're hanging in there. So as hard as it seems, there are ways around it, and I really, truly sympathize and empathize. And so I'm going to give this a shot. Again, of course, I'm expecting criticism, and that people are going to tell me that I should be talking about this other thing, and that it doesn't apply to them, and therefore I should not be talking about it, and crap like that. Because that's what I've been getting recently, is people saying, they do not agree with my perspective on something, and therefore I'm the most awful person that ever existed in the universe. That's fine. And you know what else? I mean, it's possible that somebody will have a suggestion that I've never thought of before. That would be awesome. Unlikely. I've been through the ringer. But even other people's suggestions could be good for other people who are maybe seeing this and want to have some help, because you can't reach out. You just can't. As a person with avoidant personality disorder, you're not going to join a mommy and me group. You're just not. So you got to figure out how to do it on your own. And that's what this is about, is to help you figure out, first of all, what's kind of normal for someone with avoidant personality disorder, so you don't beat yourself up over it, and also what I've been able to do and how I've been able to get around some of these things. And again, my perspective, so it might not work for you. In the very least, I think it might help to know that there's somebody else who sort of was going through this and felt the same way. So here's to the start, and we'll see how far I get into this month.